Hey guys, many of you probably have seen that announcement on Twitter, and you would be knowing that Chapter 5 and hence Chen is coming really soon, and therefore you know that I will be making a video on should you pull her or not. And to give a kind of biased opinion, I would say yes, she is really worth pulling, in my opinion. So, as usual, we go to her skill and stuff. So first of all, 2 block. She's a 2 block guard. Okay, her talent 1 is really awesome. That she can recover all units on the field that has skills that require attacking to recover SP. So you can actually have a lot of fun with that skill. Like you can use a whole team with all of that type of skill, and she can recover SP for all of them as time passes, like every 5 seconds at Elite 1 and every 4 seconds on Elite 2. Her second talent, on the other hand, is a bit like 5% attack, 5% defense, and 10% physical evasion. It's not that huge, it's nice to have, that's all I can say. Her first skill is pretty good, not like the best, I would say. Like stun is awesome to have in the early game. Low SP cost makes it pretty good, but that is about it. Like you won't really be focusing on her skill 1 as much. Her skill 2, on the other hand, is really awesome. At skill level 7, can hit 6 enemies at once in a silver ash like attack range, when usually she can attack only in front of her. So this is like a pretty much a huge AoE attack, and she can also hit drones as well. And 410% physical plus 410% magical damage means that she can really deal damage to any type of enemy with this skill, even those really heavy armored ones. So this is a really good skill, and I would recommend that this is the main skill that you will be using if you want to pull her. Her skill 3 is actually pretty awesome. Like the skill effect is pretty spectacular. Has a pretty good area, a 3x3 that's rotated at a 45 degree angle. Can hit 10 hits on a single target, the closest enemy. And it's really interesting that when the first enemy that she's attacking dies, she actually changes the target to a next enemy and adds up to a total of 10 hits, okay? On the last hit, she can stun the enemy for a few seconds, up to 4 seconds if you bring it to mastery. But yeah, I would say skill 7 is pretty much where we'll be up to at most, and that is a 3-second stun, so it's actually still pretty good. Do note that her skill 3, she actually pretty much vaporizes into the air. So during that period, she will not block enemy. So be really careful if you want to use her skill 3, because you might just leak, perhaps, if there's a lot of enemies. And yeah, if you want to use her to hit a lot of enemies, it's your skill 2. So as you can see, her original art looks pretty good. She's damn cute, right? Her Elite 2 art, on the other hand, is quite awesome. Look at that dragon behind her, really awesome. So with her skill 2, you can actually see that her skill SP cost is 25 and initial SP at 14 at skill level 7. But if you bring it to mastery 3, on the other hand, SP cost 20 and initial SP of 20, which means the moment you deploy her, she can use her skill 2. And I would actually like to demonstrate that to all of you. So as usual, I will be using my Chinese account because obviously Chen isn't out and I wouldn't be able to level her up so quickly. This is 4-7, as we all know, really annoying spiders, and I will show you how good Chen actually is. I will be using her skill 2 at skill mastery 3, which might be a bit hard to reach for most of us at the start. But yes, this is a really awesome skill that is definitely worth having at the start. I mean, to use during like really pinch situations. And so I shall wait for DP to generate. And here, these spiders at the back, right? Usually you would Yeah, Lapland or something. Let me show you the quick way. Deploy, skill, retreat. Done. I can do this exact thing again, probably for around 2 more times. As her redeploy time finishes, I can probably deal with these bunch of spiders as well. And then more feature spiders that are coming in. So you see, she's really good at just deploying, use that skill, deal tons of damage, and then retreat. It's really good in my opinion. But to be fair, she's not like a must-need operator. Alright, she's not broken as Silver Ash in AFLL, but why would I really recommend pulling her? There's a reason. A kind of biased one, I would say, but I think it's fastest for me to show you guys. So, as we all know, the Chinese New Year just passed in China and they released some costumes. And the costume for Chen is this one. And before we knew about this costume, right? She was like, oh yeah, pretty good to have, but like not like must need. She is really like, I really like her in the story, but I don't really have to have her for like her skills and all that, right? But once I saw this costume, she is my #1 waifu. Okay? She is my favorite waifu in this entire game because of this costume. Yes, the costume won't be out for us in like a few months probably, because it was released just in Chinese server. So I'm assuming that we won't get her as soon, this costume as soon. But for me, having this costume in the future and to use this costume in the future is worth me pulling for Chen right now. That is why personally I recommend, if you like this costume or if you like her skill, you should probably pull for Chen. Yes, this is a extremely biased video, not a guide. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.